large class sizes have led to teachers making alternate seating plans in their classrooms. We talked to those teachers who have had to deal with overpopulation.
Also, the SD 394 staff has voted on a calendar for the upcoming school year. We give you all the important details.
These stories and much more up next on Channel 7 News. Good morning and welcome to Channel 7 News. I'm Charlie Conroy.
And I'm Sydney Gilchrist. Look in most classrooms throughout the Rose Hill School, and you'll see most desks filled with manageable class sizes. However, there have been some classes that have grown so much that students have to sit on the floor. What has been done to address the problem? Charlie has more.
51 new students have transferred to Rose Hill High School this year, with 43 in the beginning of the year and 8 for the new semester. With class sizes filling up with new students, teachers are having trouble finding the room.
Too many desks, and how they were arranged was kind of the gist of what the marshal told me. And then I was like, okay, so I will figure that out. I had to have a walkway open and an aisleway to make sure that kids could get and filter out, which I thought I did, but obviously not, so we changed it up. So 29 desks, and this is what it looks like now for that very reason. I want us to be an open, and open arm district, open door district, where we allow people to come if they need to. We are an exceptional district. We have an exceptional group of students here. And so I think the word is getting out. That's part of the reason I think that's what's happening, is people are starting to hear, hey, Rose Hill's a pretty good school, let's go there.
With so many new students at Rose Hill High School, we may see a future problem with oversized classrooms or even parking spaces for the students. Charlie Conroy, Channel 7 News. The district has had an influx of transfer students this year, not only in the high school, but in other schools as well. There has been a common misconception that USD 394 is an open district, but that is not necessarily the case. Dakota Morgan spoke with Superintendent Randall Chickendons for the story.
Many have called USD 394 an open district, and some would even argue that this status leads to a myriad of issues such as the lack of classroom space and general disarray in the school. However, Rose Hill High Principal Shannon Haydock argued that we are in fact not an open district, stating that if your parent or guardian is not employed in the district, you must apply to attend Rose Hill schools, and you must be accepted via reference and review. Therefore, you may not be let into the schools based on grades, behavior, or even previous attendance, and your application might be denied by the superintendent, building, or even the school board.
Some of it may be issues they've had at the other districts that they've been in, that maybe they want a fresh start. Certainly in one point in history, Derby's middle school, high schools were large enough. There are some families who that wasn't a desire for them to go to such a large facility, and so they would ask to come to Rose Hill.
Chickendons also discusses the process of district transference.
We look at a form we have you fill out. That form gives us information about where you live, your address, talks about why you would like to come here, and what district you're actually attending currently. And then our building administrators take that and make reference contacts back to the current districts to check on multitude of things, but things that include attendance and some behavior, make sure that the student, wherever the student is attending now, is a good fit to move into Rose Hill's district as well.
But why would anybody want to transfer to Rose Hill, or even another school in general? Superintendent Randall Chickendons states various reasons one might make the decision.
Many of the times it's the connection to our community. School district boundaries are set by the state of Kansas, and some of our district boundaries run through the middle of fields or a road that on one side you go to one district, on the other side you go to a different one. And so, those kids grow up across the street from each other, playing and again going to church or going to junior activities or whatever it might be when they get started when they're young, and those families then have a connection to our community, and so they would come across the street to come to our district rather than go to one of the neighboring districts.
While USD 394 is not an open district, and according to Superintendent Randall Chickenons, there is no such thing in the state of Kansas, it is up to you, the viewer, to decide if the excess of students being led into Rose Hill High is affecting anything significant or not. Dakota Morgan, Channel 7 News.
Before winter break, employees of the district voted on the school calendar for next year. With two different options being presented, the Board of Education accepted the calendar nomination at the school board meeting on Monday, January 13th. Jordan Croft has some highlights of the upcoming school calendar.
On Monday, January 13th, USD 394 School Board approved next year's calendar. With Calendar B, there are 16 days off for Christmas break, and the workdays are at the end of the semester and not in the middle. Social studies teacher Josh Shirley talks about the benefits of when school will start.
I like the way that we start school this year. Next year, it'll start on a Thursday next year, and then we have our teacher in-service day on a Monday, and then you'll get a couple days back to kind of get yourself ready to go on Tuesday and Wednesday with the work day, allow you to work in your classroom. So I think that's really beneficial starting back up a new school in the year next year.
The other calendar option had school starting on Wednesday, August 12th, and only 12 days off for Christmas. The workdays are scattered throughout the year. English teacher Stephanie Arbogast preferred Calendar A because of the workdays.
I've kind of gotten into a routine of, I get a Friday off to figure this out. So that's part of the reason why I picked that particular calendar. However, I know that people want their Christmas, and so I'm sure that's probably the bigger pull, was that the Christmas holiday, the way it falls next year, this year, contributes to why that B passed, I'm sure.
Jordan Croft, Channel 7 News.
Coming up next, the FDA has made some radical changes that will affect all high schools in the United States. We give you all the information.
And later, Kobe Campbell gives you details on the new state-of-the-art cameras that were installed at the football stadium and in the gym. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
From children's books to encyclopedias, the Rose Hill Public Library collection has everything you need to expand your mind. The library, which has been a part of Rose Hill's history for more than a decade, hosts an abundance of special events such as their Monday story times. If you want to expand your mind and relax while doing it, check out the Rose Hill Library at 306 North Rose Hill Road between the hours of 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, or 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday. For more information, visit their website or call 316-776-3013.
Shirts Plus has been in business for over 30 years, helping locals with all their shirt needs. Shirts Plus is known for top-notch quality designs that they make, and their top priority is to make sure you and your team have the best looking shirts out this season. They don't just make shirts, they also make all the equipment you will need to show who you're rooting for this season. Shirts Plus is located in Derby, Kansas at 703 North Buckner, open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Have you ever noticed an unpleasant odor throughout the school? The sewage gas smell has been an ongoing problem for the high school for many years. But now, the district is being more proactive in solving the issue. Tegan Belcher has more.
Every so often, when walking down the halls of Rose Hill High School, an odor can be detected, and it's not a pleasant one. Rose Hill High School has had sewage gas odor issues in the past, but it seemed to be even worse this year. According to Todd Exley, the USD 394 Director of Operations, the problem has been on and off for at least 4 years.
This year, the sewage gas smell has become more prominent, with essentially every room or hallway being exposed to it. But Exley has come up with a solution.
The issue was caused by a pipe that wasn't long enough for certain directions of wind that were too close to a return air intake. The simple fix was to extend the vent pipe out of range from the return air.
Through the first few days of the semester, the odor has not been detected, so it seems as if Exley and his crew have solved the problem.
Tegan Belcher, Channel 7 News.
The odor has returned to the building at this time. Exley and his team are again looking to correct the issue. Sydney, over to you.
The Food and Drug Administration recently changed the legal age to purchase or consume tobacco or tobacco-related products to the age of 21 years old. What will the effects be for the high school? Rachel Craddock has the story.
On December 20th, 2019, the President signed legislation to amend the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act and raise the federal minimum wage of sale of tobacco products from 18 to 21. It is now illegal for a retailer to sell any tobacco product, including cigarettes, cigars, and e-cigarettes, to anyone under 21. In July 2017, the FDA announced a comprehensive plan for tobacco and nicotine regulation that would become a multi-year roadmap to protect kids and significantly reduce tobacco-related disease and death. We spoke to Casey's employee, Elizabeth Joseph, and this is what she had to say about the FDA law.
I think the new law has not affected our sales that much. I mean, a lot of people buy tobacco. We have had a couple kids come in here and there. The biggest thing we need to watch out for is people buying for kids. If a kid comes in, we have to deny them, and we have to make sure nobody comes in for the same product if we see them talking to somebody. But overall, it's pretty much stayed the same.
According to the survey findings, 20% of high school students reported using nicotine and e-cigarettes in the past 30 days this year, up from 20% in 2018. Another disturbing survey was taken among the middle schoolers. That rate rose from 5% in 2018 to 11% in 2019. The backlash behind this law isn't what you would say backlash. There have been quite a lot of complaints and frustration of people and retailers because they did not know when they should start acting upon the law and checking people's IDs. But on the other hand, people found this law was needed because the age going up 3 years limits the sales of children under 17 getting tobacco products. Rachel Craddock, Channel 7 News.
Kobe Campbell has your Rocket Sports coming up next. We'll be right back after a word from our advertisers.
Do you want to work out more and be able to connect with people in classes? Then you should go to the Rose Hill Recreation Center, where they offer varying workout programs such as Zumba, yoga, and cardio. Or are you looking for a place to enroll your kids in a sport? The Recreation Center also offers sports for your children. This will get young kids out of the house and learn more about other people and make friends along the way. The Recreation Center is located at 400 South Rose Hill Road. The phone number is 316-776-9880. Make sure to check out the Recreation Center to learn more about their great programs.
It's on. Okay. Can you like somehow lift that up so I can read it? Is that like, cause I can't read it. I don't know. I guess not. Yeah, that's fine with me. Yeah. Last August, the decision was made by the district to invest in pixel-lock cameras at the football field and in the big gym. These cameras, which were created by the National Federation of High Schools, are state-of-the-art and are self-operated. More and more schools are going to the pixel-lots, and for good reason. Charlie Black has more.
For many years, sports managers have been using low-quality cameras to film sports events. Roseville administration decided to invest in pixel-lock cameras.
It's been great for us as far as it frees up some of our managing staff to help on the bench with water and towels and all that. And then it just helps. You don't really have to plan out where's the camera going to come from and does the camera charge and all that. We haven't used it yet, but the ability to film our practices will be huge. And, I mean, it's a higher quality camera than what we would normally use to film our own games with. So it's been really cool and really great so far. Like I said, it seems to be a more higher definition. What's great about it in streaming games is you have that link to the scoreboard, which has been really, really awesome, even for me reviewing film, where I know where exactly the score is, where previously you're kind of guessing what the score is as you're watching or reviewing film. This will give you that live score update. It follows the action perfectly. It gives you a pretty good angle as far as watching the film. So it's been pretty amazing what the camera can do.
They track the motion in games in higher quality and reduce the workload the managers have to do. There's one located in the main gym and one at the football field. These cameras should change how teams watch film dramatically.
Well, I think it gives the football program a platform to be streamed online. I thought the Rocker Productions did a really great job with that on Facebook, but I know that's hard to man. This automates it all and puts it online on a platform that's easy for people to find every time. So that's where I think it brings the most value. There is the ability to film practice, which we'll use. It doesn't mean that all of our other stuff is going to go away. We still film practice with some other methods, and we'll still do so, but this will film practice every day. There will be times where maybe our film people don't show up, or maybe our equipment isn't working right away. So we'll be able to consistently film practice, but we think it's going to be a really good tool.
Anybody can watch Rocket Sports on the NFHS network with a subscription either monthly for $12 or yearly for $50. On to swimming, and the Rockets medley relay team has been one of the lone bright spots for the boys swim team this season. As they have 3 top 4 finishes, AJ Taylor has more.
The swim team has 2 main aspects this year, Zach Wong and Bryce Bischler.
Improved from last year, but I mean, we have 4 guys that so far are probably going to state because we considered.
Bryce has said that they're considered for state and that they have probably a few people already going.
We may take last place, but we're always like 20 guys short of everybody, so.
Zach Wong, on the other hand, said that they feel confident.
Our 18 medley PR'd, and we got state consideration time again, and that's a big step up from last year, because last year we couldn't reach that time, so now we have a chance of going to state, and we'll see what happens.
Confident, even though they are always in second to last place, just because they have less people.
It'll just be the same team. Our A team will keep grinding, getting faster and faster. Hopefully we can just qualify the first meet next year instead of just considering it. So it'll be good.
AJ Taylor, Channel.
Charlie and Sydney will be back after the break. As we head to commercial, check out the most recent results from Rocket Winter Sports.
Coffee with Friends is the local Rose Hill coffee shop. Location 1003 North Rose Hill Road. Though they aren't open Monday, they are open Tuesday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Coffee with Friends serves a variety of drinks, such as bottled soda, tea, hot chocolate, iced or hot coffee, and smoothies. There's also many baked goods you can choose from, like cinnamon rolls, coffee cake, and banana bread, and a lot more. They also have daily specials, so come on down.
Do you need a good hometown meal? Louis Cafe offers a variety of great food with great customer service. Known for their award-winning burgers and chicken fried steak, they offer big flavors in a small town with more than affordable prices. Open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day but Sunday. Call 316-776-9005 today and come eat at the best cafe in Kansas.
That's all the time we have for today. Be sure to check us out on Rocket Productions on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm Sydney Gilchrist.
And I'm Charlie Conroy. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Channel 7 News.